Here to run it back and take a glimpse forward, as we always do on the RYZE Rewind Fast Forward, Cory McCartney, joined by RYZE Hoops, Dan McDonald, and Carter Wilson. Fellas, it's good to see you again.
It's good to be back.
We, of course, have to hit rewind in a potential game of the year with Milton versus Wheeler and a cast of stars in this one. Carter, how much did this game live up to the hype?
I think when we look back, I think we'll look at it as one of the better games of the year. It's just one of those games where everybody kind of plays well, plays at their highest level. A lot of big scorers. It's a high scoring game. Bruce Thornton had 29 points, and it's a different kind of 29. Like, he does it on 11 of 15, which you don't see a lot. Like, he's just so efficient. He gets his teammates involved. He had 8 assists in the game. Kanan Carlisle had a big game for Milton too. And LT Overton's been a huge boost. I mean, he's some football publications have him ranked the #1 football player in the nation in 2023. But on the basketball court, like, he's a big time rebounder, and he's just given them like a huge boost on the interior. But I think even though Wheeler lost the game, they've proven that they're one of the teams to beat in 6A too, if not the team to beat in 6A. And Isaiah Collier was a big part of that against Milton. He shot the ball really well from the perimeter, which if he can do consistently, he's a really high level player, but he's so good at getting his teammates involved. He passes the ball really well. I think he had 9 assists in the game. And then, you have seniors like Jaheim Hudson, who's going to Florida Gulf Coast, and Caleb Washington, who's headed to Dayton. I mean, they're definitely going to be there when it's all said and done in 6A.
Yeah, a great breakdown of this one, by the way, on RYZEHoops.com. I urge everyone to go check it out if they haven't seen it. Meanwhile, Decula and Winder Barrow put on a show of their own. And Dan, this one, I know from your perspective, didn't disappoint either.
Yes, I got some film of that game from last Tuesday, and I wanted to watch to see a couple unsigned seniors, Wyatt Fricks and Isaiah Nelson-Odota, who I think are two of the best guys, if not the two best guys available in Georgia's 2021 class. And both are just so long and talented that there just seems like there's so much, maybe they need a redshirt year next year, or just need to be brought along a little slowly. But I think D1's looking for a couple forwards in that 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" range. Like, those are the kind of guys that I would take a chance on. And then the other side for Decula, Mari Jordan, the sophomore wing, he's going to be one that I think before long people are going to start talking about with all these ACC, SEC offers. He's got the size at about 6'5", 6'6", maybe, really athletic, competes. He's got shots, can get to the rim, hits the mid-range jumper. So just a really complete game for such a young guy. So I'm excited to see where his development goes next couple of years.
I want to stick with you, Dan, as we fast forward. And I know you've got your sights set on some key single-A private games for Tuesday night.
Yeah, so I think it was last week where I talked a little bit about how I thought the single-A private division was just completely wide open with just several teams that I thought had a chance. Well, there's 2 matchups between some of those teams that I think have a chance. Galloway plays Providence Christian Tuesday night, which I think is going to be a really, really good game and a really, really good test for both teams. And then down south of the city, you got St. Ann Pacelli, who's from Columbus, coming out to play Trinity Christian, which should be another really, really good game. And just kind of 2 games that will kind of have a Final Four kind of feel to it for single-A private. So it'll be fun to see how those games play out.
Carter, Class 7A, absolutely crowded. How many teams do you legitimately think can make some noise as we start to look ahead to the tournament?
Yeah, I look at this all the time. I don't know why, but like it's Dan said that single-A private's wide open, but 7A is right there with it. I mean, 16 to 20. I mean, there's a lot of teams that could potentially do this. I mean, we're going to get some like heavyweight prize fights in the first couple of rounds of these state tournaments. I mean, it's going to be one of the best state tournaments that I can remember. I mean, it's all going to depend on how it kind of folds out with the region tournaments, but we're going to get some incredible matchups, and whoever wins 7A, they're going to totally deserve it, because it's going to be a gauntlet just to get through there.
We're weeks away, and Carter already getting everybody hyped for that one. Be sure you're getting everything RYZE Hoops. That means going to RYZEHoops.com and following them on Instagram and Twitter at RYZE Hoops. Carter, Dan, enjoy the Hoops week as always, and we'll do it again next week.
Thank you.